Welcome, street rats, to Night City. I'm the one and only Moxie 11, bringing you slightly biased news footage from the fourth wall. When Wraith returns to the apartment, I inform the group about the new information we discovered regarding the delivery company and how posing as said company isn't going to work. I offer my suggestion that they pose as a Neocorp instead, offering cybersecurity, and together we refine the plan before going our separate ways for the rest of the day. Rex gets Deep's appropriate clothes and locates a good sniper position across from the front of the nail salon. Wraith goes clothes shopping with Checkers, and she purchases him a new grey suit to help sell his grift that he's the head of this new corp. Cammy and Deeps work on the website, or rather, Cammy gets Deeps to design it, while she backseat directs, creating NetShock. I look over the plans Wraith made for the actual bullet mission, and start making my own, before supervising Deeps' attempts to swipe the hand from one to the other. He needs some practice, but I'm looking for it, and tell him that the average person who isn't paying attention likely isn't going to notice. The following day, Wraith sees Pons for his physiotherapy, and Pons tells him he's improved and should be walking without the chair or crutches in no time. Checker spends the day working on the car and fixing any gear that isn't in the best shape. I finish the paper cranes I've been working on for nearly a month, and look over the plans for the bullet more, while Deeps practices swapping the hand a few more times, before coming to me about a possibility he considered. The chip might be booby-trapped. I tell him it's good thinking, ask if he'll be able to disarm him, and tell him if it is booby-trapped, wake up something at the time, and for now, just to stick to the plan. The time of the appointment arrives quickly, and we meet an hour before to go over the plan a final time before making our way down. Rex spots Maeda arrive, and notes not one but two bodyguards, one of which heads down into the alley where Cammy was headed to hack the node and take control of the cameras. Deeps and Wraith enter the bodega next door, offering them the same free consultation, and I must admit I'm impressed with Wraith's dedication to the cover story, and ensuring if the nail salon asks, another business was approached. Cammy radios that she thinks she was seen but should be okay. When I text her to confirm a couple minutes later, there's no response. It's at this time Wraith enters, and after about 10 minutes, still with no word from Cammy, Wraith and Deeps meet with whomever's in charge and are able to walk around and into the back area to do their assessment. Deeps successfully makes the first switch and scans the hand in the back, learning that while it's not trapped, there are multiple pins holding the chip in place. It's going to take a bit longer to extract and replace. Wraith does what he can, and the owner notices something is wrong, though Deeps manages to trade out the chip and conceal the hand in his bag just before she kicks them out of the store. In the main room of the lobby, Wraith hits his chair and dramatically topples out, causing a distraction for Deeps, who successfully manages the second swap. Once they're gone, Maeda's bodyguard returns his focus on me, as I'm armed and sitting next to his client. Of course, with a successful plan, something has to go wrong, and when Deeps, Checkers and Wraith head around the block looking for Cammy, they see her pinned against a wall by the other bodyguard, her goggles on the ground. Deeps and Checkers head to her, Wraith staying in the car, and thankfully the two get there before the guard can shoot Cammy after roughing her up. In fact, it's thanks to Checkers failing her stealth roll that diverts his attention and causes him to shoot Deeps, who had been aiming, giving our runner a collapsed lung. Deeps responds in kind, moving forward and shooting the bodyguard through the torso, injuring his spine. With the injury, the guard drops Cammy, who tells them to Delta, heading down the alley to the car. Deeps and Checkers close behind while the guard moves back to the square towards the nail salon. The four of them head out in the Glenna. Rex is somewhere on the street, having been attempting to get close to help them. And me? I'm still sitting in the chair in the salon, keeping up appearances. To watch the story unfold live, tune to Saves First Death every Saturday at 10 PM Eastern at twitch.tv/SavesFirstDeath. If you can't watch live, be sure to subscribe to the Saves First Death channel on YouTube so you can watch as soon as the recording is released. Or you can download it as a podcast. Stay safe, Cyberpunks. This has been your Night City recap with Moxie 11.